A hearty welcome, everyone. Today I'll continue with the Jim Rohn seminar that focuses on an aspect of personal development. The major key to your better future is you. Anyone who has been following these audios would have already known about these series on this topic. Today is no different, as I'll resume by quoting. Jim Rohn proceeded by saying, "The next subject is the negative part of the seminar. Life is part negative, so we got to talk about the negatives. And this subject is called diseases of attitude. There's a lot of things that can wreck your chances to do well. We live in a rather dangerous world, so you not only got to be wise, you got to be careful. Now, attitude diseases are just as bad as physical diseases, right? High blood pressure, heart trouble. I mean, a lot of things will ace your chance to do well. So you got to be careful. And attitude diseases are deadly. I mean, they'll destroy all the good things you start. So we'll got to go through these attitude diseases, how to spot them, how to look for them, what they are, and the cure. And I'm a pro on these because I've had them all. So I can give you an excellent advice on these. Now, the last subject we're going to consider tonight is called the day that turns your life around. The day that turns your life around, and under this subject, I'm going to talk about the emotion that can change your life. Humans are emotional creatures, and emotions are powerful for life change. Now, of course, emotions are so powerful, they can go either way on you. Emotions can either build or destroy. So you really have to employ emotions properly. We call civilization the intelligent management of human emotions. If you can intelligently apply your emotions in the right direction, no telling what can happen. Could turn your life around one day would be sufficient. So we'll talk about those, okay? I'd like to have you now jot down the key to our seminar. Every seminar should have a theme, and I guess we've got one. The theme of the seminar goes like this. The major key to your better future is you. That's the theme of our seminar. And I'd like you to underline 2 words to give it some added punch. Underline the word major and the word you so that it reads, the major key to your better future is you. Now, my first suggestion is transfer this to a card or something where you can put it up where you see it every day. Preferably put it up where you can see at the beginning of the day. Before you go off to put the day together, this is a good phrase just to glance at, to keep in mind as you're putting the day together. It's called the silent seminar. If you'll just let this talk to you during the day, I find this tremendously helpful. The major key to your better future is you. For a big share of my life now, I didn't quite have this one figured out. Among a lot of things I didn't have quite figured out. Many things used to puzzle me back in those early days. I used to wonder why 2 people could work for the same company, one make twice as much money. Now see, that used to puzzle me. And maybe they were the same age, graduated from the same school, live in the same community, work for the same company, with the same products and the same services. They got the same traffic, the same problems, and one makes $1,000 a month, the other makes $2,000 a month. Now that was my puzzling question. Why would that long list be the same and the money twice as much? I asked, what is the difference between $1,000 a month and $2,000 a month? And I don't mean $1,000 a month, right? I could figure that out. But what makes the difference? Why would one person do twice as well, 3 times as well, speaking economically? Now, I know there's more than one way to do well. I understand that. But in this little narrow area called compensation, what's the difference? Well, back then, with my faulty thinking, I am trying to reason it out. I thought, well, maybe time makes some of the difference, right? Some people do better because they have more time. I used to say, Errol ought to be able to do well. He's got a lot of time. If I had all of Errol's time, I could do well. Now, that's got to be dumb, right? Number 1, you can't get somebody else's time. A guy says to me one time, if I had some extra time, I could make some extra money. I said, then forget it. There isn't any extra time. Hey, when the clock strikes 12 midnight, that's about wraps it up. Well, I mean, you could look around the gongs there for a little more, but it's over. He says to the guy, what are you doing? Looking for extra time. See, they'll come and take you away, right? And there isn't any more time. Now, if you can't get any more time, which you can't, what could you get more of that would make a difference in economic results? And here's the key word. Make it a part of your notes. We're going to consider it tonight. The word is value. And I have a little phrase for your notes. Value makes the difference in results. Value makes the difference. You can't get more time, but you can create more value. Now, here's the first lesson in economics. Everybody should learn it from the time they're old enough to understand what a dollar means, how to earn one, how to get one, how to keep one, and what to do with it. First lesson of economics. We primarily get paid for value. That's the lesson one. Bringing value to the marketplace, that's how you get paid. You don't get paid for the time. I know it takes time to bring value to the marketplace, but you get paid for the value, not the time. Words of wisdom. Well, that's all I'm able to share today, my friends. I hope this information would have well informed you on how you may take charge of your own life, and that it would have inspired and motivated you to take action today. Because knowledge alone is not power unless we implement the things we know, right? And remember, my friends, it's not about perfection. It's about progression. Thank you for your interest. Bye-bye.